Hey, it's Tom Santilli, host of the Magic of Movies series at MJR. Our next film, a modern throwback that hits you right in the nostalgia. J.J. Abrams' Super 8 is a love letter to classic Spielberg. It's got heart, mystery, friendship, and some truly epic moments deserved of the big screen. Join us to watch Super 8 on Wednesday, June 4th at 7 p.m. at MJR Troy. We'll have all our usual giveaways and a great post-film discussion after the credits roll. Tickets are flying. Grab yours now on the MJR website or app, and don't forget, we're running the first Wednesday of every month, now through December, with tickets now on sale for the entire series. Maybe you've seen Super 8, but you haven't really experienced it with the Magic of Movies crowd. Come relive the magic.
It is the most extreme practical action ever filmed.
Tom and I are completely devoted to the biggest experience possible. And there is no bigger format than IMAX. What it brings to the story really is quite immersive.
From a character's journey to the landscapes, every aspect is there on the screen.
The philosophy of Mission Impossible is to transport an audience to a place they've never been, a place they may never be able to go.
Seeing it on IMAX, it invests you in that world. This is cinema. This is the experience that is defining for an audience. Everything we're doing is underwater. We all know it's a dangerous environment. We've developed hand signals underwater, talking to understand depth, full, frame, do it again, all of these things. There's a lot of stuff happening.
Back to one. Cut. Rolling.
We have different signals for performance. Close up, longer, if I'm resting.
Once we got to hand signals, it made things a lot more efficient. But shooting underwater, there's always a sense of danger.
Confirm camera still rolling. A5 camera rolling. Steerman, you are clear behind. 10 seconds. Okay. Pulling it over. Okay, push it. I just can't hold it. Stop, go back.
Greetings from everybody here in Detroit, Michigan. So you got a big fan base here.
Lovely, thank you.
And also, obviously, of course, this movie has got a tremendous fan base. Talk a little bit about, your experience now being a part of this whole thing. I mean, it's just so much action, so much excitement. And if anything, I got to admit, you probably have the best time.
I do. It's 5 years of my life, and it's been such an unpredictable adventure. And being able to do it all beside Tom is an incredible opportunity that it's not lost on me. I'll be, I'll appreciate it for the rest of my working years. I think, this film is the accumulation of all the Mission Impossibles that have gone before it in terms of scale and ambition. And Tom is always trying to better himself and top what he did last time and learn from it. So there's always a new mountain to climb. And I think you can feel that. It's such an emotional film, and it has its big set pieces, but ultimately it's a film about friendship. And that's something that I'll take with me over these 5 years.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, because you can tell me the people are, all very close, all want to work together. Mm-hmm. And just with what you said about, Tom wanting to always try and top himself, you always think, you can't do, you know what I mean? You can't do bigger than the last one. But it's like, yeah, you did.
Yeah, he is. I remember McHugh was talking about when they were shooting the biplane and Tom was piloting the biplane. He was performing on the wing. He was also his own focus puller and lighting designer, because he had to he was the only one there to work out where the camera is and what could actually be shot and captured. And at one point, McHugh had to communicate to him to stop smiling because he said, "You're looking like you're having too much fun. The stakes have got to be high for Ethan Hunt here." And he loves it. He's so passionate about making movies. He designs these sequences purely to entertain the audiences. And he puts his life on the line. He risks everything for them.
Right. And like you said, that whole, airplane scene, folks, you got to go out and see that. It's just, you're just sitting there going, this can't,
I remember seeing that sequence before it was put into the film, because there's just so much footage of it, and it just was astounding the how hours and hours and hours and hours of footage of him doing these incredible acrobatic sequences in the sky, and also underwater sequences as well. But it's so grounded and rooted in the theme of friendship, and the whole point of what he's doing and why he's doing it is for the collective and for the team and for the greater good. And that for me is what made me I got very emotional watching it as an audience member. It's a beautiful film.
Absolutely. And like you said, watching it in the audience, especially if you get the opportunity to see it in the IMAX, it's kind of like, this just sucks you, the audience member, right in. We feel like we're running with all of you,
Yes.
and doing everything.
It was designed for big screens. It was made with IMAX cameras. It was made as an immersive experience to experience collectively with a group of people. I saw it for the first time on a big screen in Japan with the Japanese audiences, and to be able to just be with each other experiencing it, it elevates the whole feeling of the film.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Well, Haley, thank you so much for a great conversation and a fun time this Sunday morning. You take care. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you so much.
As I say, a fun time watching this whole movie. I mean, it's like you get pulled right in with every fight scene and all the action that's going on. Palm, talk a little bit about, this whole thing. It's kind of like sometimes you've got just a story, sometimes action. This is kind of like a nice blend of both, isn't it?
Yeah. It was amazing for me to get to play this character again and to have more interaction with all the other characters and be part of a team and get to explore that side of this character that is not like a lone wolf just by herself anymore, but like part of a team. And we got to do some amazing fight scenes. We trained really hard for it, and I got to do things that I had never done before, like push kick, back roll, grabbing the gun and aiming. And I got to do some cool scenes with Tarzan too, with some cool fights. We fight at the same time. We kind of like save each other and all that.
Fight each other.
Yeah, also that.
Right. And like I said, Tarzan, lots of great action. Something else that I really liked about your character were the facial expressions you would make. With a certain part, you're like giving this look like, are you?
What the hell?
Right.
Yes. He's so good. And it's emotional too. You can like really see, So
Yeah. It's I'm good at facial expressions. I can do a lot of.
There you
No. That's one thing. That's one thing McHugh's good at. The small moments and really picking up on that from each character. I think all of us have those moments where it's like you just watch, you study, because at some point there's like no dialogue. You just have the actors facially doing things. And there's the one scene where Palm and I have with each other, and there's no words. It's purely us just like telling a story with the looks that we give. And it's like, oh, I know exactly what she's thinking. I know exactly what he's thinking. And this is great storytelling.
No, that's for
Tom is in it as well. Yeah.
Right. Because
it's a Tom sandwich.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's back again, doing things that you don't think anybody can do, as far as physically. But it's like it just keeps always going up to a different level, doesn't it, Palm? With this,
Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom.
But Tom or Tom?
Tom.
Asking Palm about Tom. There you go.
Oh, yeah. No, he's unbelievable. And what he's done for this movie is just like he always surpasses himself, and it's just so inspiring to watch. And, I just watched the movie a few days ago, and I want to watch it again. It's just, I was like holding my breath in this for the scenes underwater. And there's like so many things that we were not a part of. So it was like such a surprise when we watched it, and I watched it as a fan myself,
Yeah.
And that's for sure. And Tarzan, just when people see this, especially if they get to see it in the IMAX, they're definitely going to be pulled right in, aren't they?
Yes, I mean that's why we made it, because we go to all these different cool locations and we want you to feel immersed in it. And there's one particular scene in it in the movie that I really enjoy. It's one of my favorites is the entity scene. And you feel like you're actually, speaking, or the entity is speaking with you. You feel like, you take on Tom's character. You're like, oh, am I in this coffin? Like,
Right.
it's cool.
Yeah, the work that they've done with the sound and the music is incredible too. And so that's why the experience in theater is even like stronger because of that, because of the sound and the music.
Angela, good to see you.
Hey, you too, Greg.
All right. It is great to be in the presence of the President of the United States. My goodness, Madam President. Thank you for having me on this Sunday.
I'm doing good. And it's Mother's Day. Yeah.
That's right. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
All right. And this is going to be quite a Mother's Day gift for people out there to see. I mean, this has always just been an incredible franchise. And just to see this movie, I mean, I didn't think anything could get any bigger, but it does, doesn't it?
You're right about it. But that's what he tends to do. Tom Cruise, Chris McQuarrie, our director, writer, bigger, more daring, more dangerous, more adventurous.
Yes.
than before.
Right. Because in this one, I mean, obviously they're not going to give anything away, but it's like almost that do or die situation. I mean, because like your character, she is pressed with a lot of really important decisions to make, isn't she?
Yes. I mean, the stakes are incredibly high. It's all or nothing at all.
That's for sure. That's for sure. And as usual, it's kind of like if you like action, you'll love this one. I mean, there's all types of things that are going on, even things that you never thought you'd see.
Too, which I love about it. I mean, we come to it as the audience. Of course, we expect the action. We expect it to be, just ratcheted up then 100 times from the last time. But there's also a lot of heart in the story, to juxtapose against the action. And that's the part that I appreciate a lot too. It's that human element, that family that Ethan Hunt has assembled around him, and he cares about them greatly. The sacrifices that have to be made and how they affect him. We see them affect him at the core, at his heart.
Nope, you're absolutely right. Because again, you're watching this, and in your mind, even as a viewer, you're looking at it thinking, what if this was all real? How would I feel? And you're absolutely right. You pull yourself into it going, oh my goodness, yes, please, for, everybody to get together, work together, for the betterment, because if not, it was all definitely going to go south for everybody.
Mm-hmm. True that. Very true.
Yep. And, like you said, and then also, just looking at everybody who's been, this is your second one now, and then, everybody else has been there, second, third, fourth. This has truly become a family for all of you, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah, we enjoy working with each other, and of course, coming on this time, working with other, actors. That it was just a joy, to be in that room with them, for weeks on end, on and on. So, yeah, I mean, the jokes, the fun, they're just delightful,
Good to see you. And as you say, you've been obviously a member of this, organization, the Mission Impossible group, for quite a while. Just talk a little bit about the run with this whole thing. I mean, good grief, you just keep thinking, oh, it can't get any more exciting than the last one. And then it does. And then the same other. Talk about that.
I've literally, ever since we did the Burj Khalifa sequence in Ghost Protocol, at the end of every shoot, I've said, how are we going to top that? And it became like a joke, like after Rogue Nation, when he hung on to the side of the A400, which by comparison to what happens in this film seems like a minor stunt now. I was like, well, what are we going to do next? How can we possibly top that? And every single time we do. And that comes down to McHugh and Tom, their determination to outdo themselves, Right. And if they can't figure out, if it's impossible to shoot something, they'll figure out a way to do it, Like Tom won't accept you can't do that. He won't accept that's impossible, which is a great parallel to, Mission Impossible. It's a parallel story whenever we make a film.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, it just keeps, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then, even like with this one, I mean, they all do, but you really pull the audience in because with the storyline, the plot that's going on here, we're all sitting out there going, it's not too far-fetched. We want to find out what you guys are going to do to help take care of everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, AI as a kind of, cultural touchstone has increased since we started making Dead Reckoning. When I was told about the idea for the entity 5 years ago, I thought this is very kind of Mission Impossible. It's a bit sci-fi, it's very techy. And yet in the time that's elapsed since, it's become a real talking point in society. And I think what people are doing is they're looking at humanity from the point of view of a non-human intelligence and thinking, what would it think of us? What would it think of us looking at how we treat the planet, how we treat each other? Would it actually just decide that we weren't really worth saving, Right. And it's a positive thing, I think, because it's causing us some introspection. It's causing us to look at our own kind of worth and our own effect on this planet. So, if it makes people think that way, then that's a good thing.
That's right. Absolutely. We all need to care about each other. All need to, love each other and embrace each other for sure.
Absolutely. Amen.
And then also like with this one, tell people, they say, oh, should I see it in the theater? And I say, yes, of course you should. But if you can see it in IMAX, you're just going to be sitting there, like you said, just going, whoa.
Yeah, it blows you back in your seat. It really, I saw it for the second time last night in IMAX. And I mean, it's literally breathtaking. You kind of, you feel like you're in it. You're just immersed in this insane action, like the underwater sequence and the sequence in the sky. I mean, it's genuinely probably the most cinematic experience I've ever had, I think.
Absolutely. And like I said, audience, you're going to enjoy it just like I did. Simon, thank you so much for all your time, as always. And I realized, I looked it up, I've been talking to you now for 21 years, so this is great.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was good to see you.
Always a pleasure seeing you. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Hey, it's Tom Santilli, host of the Magic of Movies series at MJR. Our next film, a modern throwback that hits you right in the nostalgia. J.J. Abrams' Super 8 is a love letter to classic Spielberg. It's got heart, mystery, friendship, and some truly epic moments deserved of the big screen. Join us to watch Super 8 on Wednesday, June 4th at 7 p.m. at MJR Troy. We'll have all our usual giveaways and a great post-film discussion after the credits roll. Tickets are flying. Grab yours now on the MJR website or app, and don't forget, we're running the first Wednesday of every month, now through December, with tickets now on sale for the entire series. Maybe you've seen Super 8, but you haven't really experienced it with the Magic of Movies crowd. Come relive the magic.
ELIO! Skipping school! I don't know if this is boundary testing or sleep regression or... Ugh. Which one of these is you?
I don't know, but I think that one is you.
You need to make friends. I went here too when I was a kid. You might not believe me right now, but this will be good for you.
All I ever wanted was to find a place to fit in. It's really happening! Whoa!
Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity.
I'm fine.
Gravity on. Can I trouble you for a DNA sample?
Sure. Where do you want it? Ew! Wow.
Everyone's eager to meet you. I am the Universal User's Manual. I contain the secrets of the universe. What is the meaning of life?
Who would win in a fight? One gorilla with a baseball bat or 10 chimps?
The gorilla.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
You'll be one of us. Leader of Earth.
Huh?
Don't stop me, don't stop me. Prepare to be conquered.
But I just got here.
Perhaps one of us could talk to him. You do it.
I am shy.
I'll do it. You're in great hands. You're crazy.
Stop me.
Okay, stand your ground.
This is who they send. You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. Back home, I didn't fit in. Well, I like you. It's like I was always meant to be here. And now Grygon's gonna blow everyone up? My friends need our help. You made a friend?
You will feel my wrath. Glorden?
Hi, Dad. I'm a bargaining chip. No, say the other thing. Oh, help me, Father. He overpowered me.
Disney Pixar's ELIO.
I've never been a bargaining chip before. I've been a liability, a disappointment. I've also been an enigma, a problem, a headache. Oops. Little help? Ow. Oof.
Only theaters June 20th. Tickets available now.
When you think of me, you should think of fire.
I know you. I know your pain.
This isn't done until they're dead.
Buena suerte, señorita.
When you think of me, you should think of fire.
Those people that you're looking for, they're surrounding this hotel right now.
Risen from the ashes, again and again, fire.
You don't choose to be a killer. You are chosen.
No, I chose this!
Consequences.
Risen from the ashes, again and again.
And what, may I ask, is your name?
When you think of me, you should think of fire.
For anyone who loves the original Jurassic films, this is the movie for you.
Oh my God.
Steven gave me a call and said, hey, you want to do another one of those?
It's called Rebirth. It harkens back to the first film. It's a survival story.
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
When I read the script, it felt like a love letter to Spielberg. I've always wanted to shoot on film. I really wanted Jurassic World Rebirth to have that naturalistic, cinematic quality.
The original Jurassic asked that brilliant question of just because we can, should we?
What the hell are those?
It's an epic action-adventure story, and there's some new types of dinosaurs being introduced.
It will have a lot of humor and it'll be fun, but it also has a lot of very scary, very intense moments.
The sequence with the raft was in the first novel, Jurassic Park. One of the first things Steven and I said was, we got to get that raft sequence in someplace.
We've really gone back to basics to imagine yourself in this circumstance on this Jurassic Island.
It has adventure, it has friendship and loyalty and the portrayal of those things. It has an almost impossible task that you just root for everyone to complete.
Duncan! Come on! The movie at its core is thrilling.
I know that it will bring back the wonder of seeing Jurassic for the first time.
I called Steven Spielberg to say, would you be interested in doing a movie called Super 8 about kids who are making Super 8 films?
And action!
And he's like, yeah, that's amazing.
Guys, watch out!
The story is about this thing that's being transferred from Area 51 to a base in Ohio that escapes.
It was
Super 8, JJ made a movie that's uniquely very new and also really intriguing.
We can't tell anyone.
He's got the sci-fi genre blended with this amazing mystery.
An eastbound freighter derailed. What the cargo was on that freighter, we don't know.
The train has been derailed, and from that accident, oddities occur throughout the town.
And then it's just mayhem everywhere.
Run! Go!
Working under J.J. Abrams is amazing.
I want to be able to see your face. We don't have to look at him.
I think what makes JJ really unique is his extraordinary sense of camera, lighting, composition, storytelling. He's one of the best narrative storytellers around.
We've got calls from people who found local dogs, but the calls coming in aren't local.
Lucy!
It's like they all just ran away.
There's this element of intrigue and deep mystery. It's a tip of the hat to some of those early Spielberg films.
Colonel, there isn't anything else that I should know, is there?
I can assure you the answer is no.
There's something else going on.
Do not speak of this. If you do, they will find you.
What I hope people come away with is that they love the characters and that you get all the action and suspense and pyrotechnics that a summer popcorn movie delivers, but that there's a heart to the film that is the most important part.
I saw it. No one believes me.
I believe you.
What the hell?
Hey, it's Tom Santilli, host of the Magic of Movies series at MJR. Our next film, a modern throwback that hits you right in the nostalgia. J.J. Abrams' Super 8 is a love letter to classic Spielberg. It's got heart, mystery, friendship, and some truly epic moments deserved of the big screen. Join us to watch Super 8 on Wednesday, June 4th at 7 p.m. at MJR Troy. We'll have all our usual giveaways and a great post-film discussion after the credits roll. Tickets are flying. Grab yours now on the MJR website or app, and don't forget, we're running the first Wednesday of every month, now through December, with tickets now on sale for the entire series. Maybe you've seen Super 8, but you haven't really experienced it with the Magic of Movies crowd. Come relive the magic.